Time could be running out for TikTok. The app now considering a total shutdown for American users if that ban goes into effect on Sunday. But there are still last-minute efforts underway right now to save the app for U.S. users. NBC News learning Biden White House officials are looking for ways to keep TikTok available even if the ban goes into effect. Also, Justin, TikTok CEO Shou Chew has now accepted an invitation to attend President-elect Trump's inauguration. That's the day after the ban is set to go into effect. Kate Knibbs is the Wired senior writer and joining us now with more on this. Kate, we've heard a couple of possibilities for what could happen if this ban goes into effect, but we're also learning that people aren't waiting around. They're already jumping to new platforms, Lemonade, Redbook. What do we know about those moves, those platforms, and are they really any less a risk?
So those platforms have really spiked in popularity since people realized that the TikTok ban was likely really happening. And Lemonade is actually also owned by ByteDance. So any giant migration there will likely be short-lived because that would also be affected by this ban. Redbook is actually another Chinese video and photo sharing app, and it's experienced a massive surge in popularity. Like over 700,000 Americans have joined, which is impressive because it's largely in Mandarin. And it's just, I think, evidence that Americans are quite keen to stay on foreign-owned social platforms if they like what they're doing over there.
So what do you think is going to happen on Sunday?
I was convinced that there wouldn't be a ban, that somehow the Biden administration or President Trump would figure out a way out. But I won't be surprised if TikTok actually shuts the app down, which is what it did in India in 2020 when it faced a similar government ban.
So many people get their news from social media now. More than half of TikTok adult users say they regularly get their news on that app, according to a recent poll. I just can't help but wonder, is the devil we know better than the devil we don't? How do you see it?
I mean, I really don't think that TikTok should be banned. I think this is going to be a disaster for the United States in several different ways. You know, for starters, it's really a betrayal of the United States' long-standing commitment to having an open internet. I think it's also going to, frankly, erode public trust further in institutions because the ban is, I think, a little illogical. You know, we're still jump to different Chinese-owned apps now. Are we going to start banning them all? It's just, it's a really wild moment.
Well, we're still waiting on the Supreme Court to issue its ruling on whether this ban is constitutional. So, Kate Knibbs, conversation to be continued. Thanks for joining us.